Hi, this is Catcomb1 here, and this is actually my first video recording with voice using the Wolf 4 SDL engine. This level I'm about to play was designed by Military for a Map of the Month competition, and Military was actually the designer of the Christmas level I played last year for Wolfenstein 3D, and well, I just remember liking this level a lot, maybe even my favorite in this edition of the contest. And unless you're living in a cave a mile underground, you probably know what reminded me of this level, and not to mention if you do happen to be living in such a place and have all the supplies, it might not actually be a bad thing. But anyways, it shouldn't be too hard to guess what reminded me of this particular level and made me decide I want to record it, because I remembered being a very cool level, even though I don't remember everything about it in the roughly 3 years since I've played it. It won't budge. So I've got the sink right in front of me and the toilet on the left, and all I get is it won't budge. But yeah, it looks like I'm just starting in a little haunted house at the beginning of this level. Nothing too unusual. I can go out in the woods and you'll see much later what this truck is for. But for now, this is just a dead end. You actually have to flip this switch panel, which removes a secret wall in the bathroom, and then you have to hit this bookshelf photo, and a teleporter to hell appears. Oh, and I'd like to give Big Mac Davis another shout, because he announced today that he's going to be recording Doom Eternal starting on the 26th. I hope that can be carried out, and I highly recommend him. And I also appreciate that he generally writes comments on my videos, but I recommend watching his videos and also his streams, as is going to be coming up in a little over a week, hopefully. Anyways, into hell we go. And it's hell alright, with all the red walls, the red sky, the trees from Doom. I guess German Shepherds do exist in hell as well. And those red barrels, you can actually destroy them, but don't destroy it with your knife, because destroying them in such close proximity will kill you immediately. There's a very high degree of splash damage. And yes, I'm not kidding when I'm saying this is hell. There's even Doom textures in a couple places. Don't let yourself be hit head-on by that moving pentagram. It will kill you instantly. If you touch it if you move in the same direction, it will not harm you, like I'm doing right now. But if you're staying still or moving in the opposite direction, it will kill you immediately. So carefully take the pistol. And we'll now destroy these barrels. And grab some more ammo and chalice. And we don't want to be wasting ammo on these ghost hitlos. At least not right now. I would prefer not to waste ammo on them. I don't remember this level exactly. I don't remember this level precisely, so I can't actually remember if it's better to kill them now or not, but I'd like to keep the ammo I've got. And we need a red key to get to that teleportation artifact. We need a silver key here, and we need a red key also here. And not all of these red barrels can be these red barrels can be destroyed. Wait, no, not all of these red barrels can be destroyed. As you see, one of them blew up and the other ones didn't. And you can try, but I do remember there was no way to get in to that chain gun and those extra lives right now. So you're better off not wasting excess ammo trying to destroy barrels or pillows. There's not a way in. You can't destroy anything that could give you a pathway to the goods. It's basically a red herring for now. Okay, I can't get to that wall. Sorry, I can't remember what I can destroy. There's a wall over there. Now the bell will destroy the pillow with slash damage if the pillow's destroyable. And that secret wall will actually move in multiple directions. It will push in and then out. If I recall, there's more behind this, but we can't get here right now. This wall will also push for a secret. We can kill this officer before he even knows anything about us. Somehow I keep thinking the gates to hell for whatever reason. And yes, you can be attacked from unexpected directions like that SS did. Watch out for the mutants. And dog food. Oh, another thing I remember that's cool about this level, or at least weird. Medkits only give you 5% health. Dog food, on the other hand, gives you 25% health. In other words, the walls are reversed. Almost reversed. Typically, dog food gives you 4% health. So remember, this is actually a med kit. It's not a dog food item. So yes, all sorts of weird code changes were allowed in this package. And I remember liking this level, and that some of them were just done for pure weirdness. I just picked up I just picked up 3 medkits for 12% health. And how much do the dinos give me? I don't actually remember. But now I recall that's one of the peculiarities. The dinos only give you 1% health. So they're basically like a health bonus in Doom. Yeah, I guess chicken isn't very nourishing to BJ in this case. And this switch is actually will push in as a secret wall, and it will keep moving. It's not actually a switch. It will keep moving until it ends up behind that artifact of death. Which, of course, because it's an artifact of death, we cannot actually flip the switch right now. And don't try to flip it while it's still moving. As you see, I can try and chase it while it's still moving, but it won't do anything. So that is concealed out of our reach. It did remove this wall though, so we have a new place to go. Watch out for the pentagrams. They will kill you if you get hit by them. Though I'll also die if I let myself take crossfire from too many directions. So yes, BJ's about to eat all this chicken. All this glorious chicken. And not even have 100% health yet. I guess I could call myself BJ the dog, given that dog food gives me 25% health. Now the enemies are smart enough not to go in the way of the pentagram here, so we just have to kill them ourselves. You want the pentagram to be as far away from you as possible when you're passing it by. Oh, and obviously there's someone behind the gate. You also want it to be far away when you shoot, because it will if it's even 1% on top of a tile, it will stop any shot crossing that tile. Like, see, I didn't hold that SS because the pentagram was blocking my shot. And that's an easy way to waste ammo. And as you saw, I didn't wait long enough, it killed me. Now the trick here is he can never actually see me clearly because of how the pentagram blocking a tile works. But I also can't shoot him. So I got to simply rush by and kill him. Now you want some treasure? Better get it fast. Destroy that barrel, it'll kill a bunch of SS. Oh, there's a... The SS can come out. I remember this, I have to use the barrel to kill the SS. But I can't remember if I can do that right now or not. Well, I better get the SS that can reach me first and don't forget to get them. I think I might have to go past this pentagram. Which means I want to rotate it in the proper direction and destroy those barrels, but I need to do it from far enough away that I don't take the splash damage, and I also don't take damage from the pentagram. Given that if I take damage from the pentagram, I die immediately. So the way to do that is just as I did. And now I can finally clear this area. I can finally have this area cleared of enemies. A crown and a 25% dog food power up is my reward. Because remember, those medkits look like a lot, but they only give you 5%. Okay, the ammo box gives 25. I couldn't remember if he tempered with ammo power-ups. He does not. Heading my way back past these pentagrams. And of course, there's a 25% dog food item over there if I want it and my reflexes are fast enough. Do not go back too far or you'll run into the pentagrams. Those enemy black tiles that prevent these officers and SS from coming to the door for me, so I kind of have to find another way to chase them down. There's no door camping. He was still there. I guess if he's deaf, he probably didn't see me yet. And there's a red key in this room. But also more enemies that I cannot wait to just come to me. I have to kill them in more of a threatening situation. We have a red key now. I remember there was a secret by the basket for whatever reason. And there was a 25% dog food health in here. Yeah, BJ the dog, I like that phrase. And there was an SS hidden behind that red door. He's stuck behind. No, he will come out, but only after I open the door. Then I'm going to go back and get the other 25% dog food item. Which was in one of these nooks here. No, it wasn't on this side, it was on the other side, but I need to be even more precise with my timing because the pentagrams don't go into the nooks and therefore they move faster from side to side. I really didn't time those pentagrams. I was just lucky not to get hit by them. And that red door took me back, well, takes me back to the near the beginning. They believe I cannot destroy the pillows blocking those ghost Hitlers, but I can't remember for sure. Well, yes I can, but do I need to? I don't remember that part. Well, it gives me a secret with the chain gun and more ammo for it. I think I'm glad I tried. There was a red door behind it though, so I did need the red key in order to get it. That pillow will not blow up, so I'm just wasting my ammo on it. And neither will that one. But yes, that's a great secret though. An early chain gun. And now we must go to the actual red locked area, which has our artifact of displacement behind it. That's what this red teleporter is actually called, an artifact of displacement. And we get back into a more haunted theme like the start of the level was, as opposed to the hell theme we had been in. And that teleport takes us back out into hell, but we didn't want to actually do that yet because we've accomplished nothing. As you see, the pentagram behind the artifact indicates it's taking you into hell. Oh, now this forest. This forest was one of the... This forest is pitch black. I mean, it really is a haunted forest. Look at all the walls, look at all the bushes. I can't see until I'm rather close to them. That sometimes makes it easy for enemies to sneak up at me because apparently I'm as bright as a light bulb.
Mein Leben! Mein Leben! Mein
Even the torch doesn't give me any extra light.
Mein Leben!
Well, I always take ammo. I could have used some health to go with it, though.
Mein Leben!
So these forests, remember these only give me 5% health each. So these forest textures actually come from the classics Spear Resurrection and End of Destiny, but at least though they were both of their first levels were forest levels, but they're not dark forests like this one. I know I can't hitch a ride on that truck. I know can I get through that fence. Basically, if I try to operate an object that doesn't operate, I get it won't budge. And you did hear a boss there. But first, clearing this room isn't as simple as it looks when the enemies cannot come to or through the door. That really changes everything because you can't do the door camping. You must leave yourself more exposed. And like a mini prison in here. And there's an inmate of each cell. Yes, the Nazis themselves are inmates. Now when we heard that boss, to the best of my memory, he actually teleported in. So we must find him. Yes, in this partial conversion, shots can actually alert boss enemies just like they can alert regular enemies, and there can be, since there's teleporters, there can be a boss enemy in a remote location that when alerted will simply teleport just into its destination, just like a monster teleport in Doom. Or was he back out? Did he teleport back out into hell? I can't remember if he teleported back out into hell or into the forest. Yep, he's back out in hell for us. Actually, in this case, the boss was just behind this locked door and we alerted him. And as you see, he can't come out. So we pretty much have to peekaboo shoot him. But it's not the only boss in this level. It's not the only boss in this level. But yeah, if you're not used to how bosses can be opened up remotely, you wouldn't think to just teleport back out to hell and search for him. And he gives us a silver key. I'll get the measly 2% health those dinos are worth. And restock my ammo by going through that forest again, because I left some in the prison area at the far side. That's 50 more ammo. It's worth another trek through the dark forest. These are both white doors. Our next, the silver door is actually in hell, but I wanted to go back to get the ammo. So yes, this level combines haunted and hell themes, and like everything else about this level, it's kind of weird, and yet I feel it does it quite well. I guess you could call it random, and yet random in a way that is enjoyable. Yup, our silver door is over here.
Beyond!
And see, these enemies can actually come to us.
Beyond! Mein Leben!
Sometimes in these levels, in this partial conversion, you can push typically static objects, but I haven't found any in this level so far at least, but that's why I try. Now this switch here, notice these 4 walls. These walls were previously seen in the haunted section of the level. Well, not the stout, but the haunted section that has the forest. When I press this switch, All they're going to reveal here is an ambush, but these elevator walls actually symbol a new area revealed in the haunted themed section, so we need to head back to that. But of course it opened up this nest as well. But all those enemies are worth a 25% health boost for BJ the dog. And as you can see now, behind that wall's now been moved. We cannot get to the forest anymore. So it's a good thing we got all the ammo at the far side of the forest. Instead, we are in this... Well, that teleport, that artifact of displacement is again back to hell, and I didn't mean to go through it. Instead, we're in this haunted maze of machinery is what I like to call it. Because that silver black will come all the way to you and kill you. And with all the various noise, it's a little hard to take out these enemies without taking damage. It's hard to see behind these static objects. But obviously that steel black will kill you. It's just like the pentagrams. And of course they give us the 5%ers cheap and make us sweat for the 25%. And also the doorway out. You must back up from the doorway while it's opening, or you will get hit by the steel wall. And these enemies are always smart enough to not walk in the way of one. So we simply have to pick away at them on our own. Which is a little harder than it seems. Because I'm always I can't get really up close to them. And when I'm further away, my shots don't do as much damage. I even left an officer there. And there's an artifact of death there, meaning you can't go past it. And that I completely forgot about. There's a steel wall there. It goes behind the artifacts of death and then comes back out. And that switch is actually... Okay, what hit me? That switch is not a switch, but actually a secret. Yes, these... Sometimes... I call this the maze of machinery for a reason. Getting around it is deadly. But what killed me is those this switch is not just a push wall, but it becomes a moving wall as it moves back to its original position and locks me into the room with trans growth. And My only cover against trans growth is these moving walls. But I did find the chain gun in the secret area. I have to keep running around because I don't have any static cover against him. Again, that switch wall there, I pressed it, it moved inward to let me in the room, and it immediately moves back to either kill me if I don't get out of the way or trap me in the room so I can't retreat from trans. And then it's just a switch from this side. I'll flip it. And now the white key will let me back to the beginning of the haunted section where I can take the teleport back out to hell. And that switch opened up this area here. But if I were getting this switch moves both of these walls. And that wall moving might be a problem. Let me just scout on the sides of it to see that wall connects in some way. See, the problem is I'm never going to get there if that wall stays in the way. So let me just do the next required area beyond the white key door, which has a whole bunch of mutants that I'm not going to play around with. I'm just going to flip this switch, and that switch reveals an angel of death that is stationary, blocking my teleport out, and it also traps me, so I don't have any cover. I simply have to dodge the shot. You may wield the spear. Well, not the spear, I can actually take the teleport. And this teleport takes me back to what looks like the beginning of the level, but notice the vines, which were not at the beginning of the level, and there's also not the library shelf I advanced from. So it appears to be the beginning of the level, but it's actually an identical looking area that's the end of the level. So yeah, I missed the secret that has the other chance to get a secret chain gun. I think I found that before, but I didn't remember how to get to it, but I did find the earlier secret chain gun. So, I don't have 100%, but I uncovered most, and yeah, I think it's a really cool level, and I think it's some really interesting things and some weird things and a mishmash of themes that actually works in my opinion, and I always enjoy seeing some hell in my Wolfenstein 3D. And BJ the dog with his big smile as always.